Senator Johans.
Thank you very much. I have to tell you at the end of this hearing, and it's been a long afternoon, and we appreciate your patience. It is our government that comes across as heartless and indifferent. Indifferent because you keep saying, well, even though we own 60%, we don't want to be in the middle of this. We don't want to run it. But you own it. I don't know how you sustain that position over time. And then Senator Brown asked a really good question about the products liability claims. It reminded me of a very poignant letter I got from a lady back home in Nebraska, quadriplegic, injured in an auto accident with a Chrysler product, battles Chrysler for years and years and years, finally right on the edge of getting into court, and the bankruptcy is filed. And, of course, she's not going to get anything from Chrysler. You know that, and yet you said in your testimony, well, she probably won't get as much as she wished. Come on, she's not going to get anything. You file a stay of bankruptcy, then you file a discharge, and the case is over. We put billions of dollars into this company, and then jobs go to Mexico, while people here in the United States are losing their jobs, and yet we say, well, not going to touch that. We don't want to run this company. How many years can this go on?
Well, I guess I would say this, sir. I'm sorry that you feel like we've been heartless. I think we have worked to save hundreds and hundreds of thousands of jobs and thousands of dealers. The alternatives for this company, both of these companies, was nothing for anybody. And the alternative that we've managed to craft here, while it is very painful for many, preserves businesses that can be successful going forward, can provide tens and tens of thousands of Americans with jobs, thousands of successful dealers, hundreds of thousands of supplier jobs, and strong communities. So I think while it has been exceedingly painful, and I would not debate a word you say about the particular circumstance or dozens of others that I'm sure exist, I think when you balance it out, what has happened here, while very, very difficult, has been a remarkable act of trying to save two great American companies at great sacrifice to many, but in the aggregate, I believe it is far, far better than the alternatives that we faced. But that's our judgment, and I certainly respect people's right to disagree with it.
I'll wrap up with this with the 20 seconds I have. Hard decisions are best made in a transparent sort of way. For Congress to wake up like the rest of the American public on Monday and found out that over the weekend we had bought General Motors with all of the problems associated with it is really outrageous. Really outrageous. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.